Hi there everyone, we're here with my client Dinah Gibbs, and today we're going to do a little something different. We've already done our skincare pampering and we did a satin lips and satin hands treat, but we're going to do a little bit of a foundation tip before we get started with what Dinah does and her line of work. Alright, so I have a really great foundation tip. And I know you usually like something more lightweight on the skin, so we're going to do our CC cream, which is like a tinted moisturizer.
Okay.
But what I like to try first is this is a foundation primer, and it just helps even out the texture of the skin. So before you would paint a wall, you'd put a paint primer on to make the paint go on longer and everything like that. So what I'm going to do with this is a great, it's like a clear gel and it disappears right away, but I always recommend to my clients to let your moisturizer just soak in for a few minutes. You don't want to put a foundation primer on immediately after moisturizer. So if your moisturizer can soak in for a few minutes, that way it won't pill and get all, you know, a little fluffies on the face. So that's the primer, and it feels really soft.
Yes.
And then the CC cream, for your complexion, we're going to use light to medium. And this is my favorite tip. I like to use a foundation brush because your hands have oil on them, so sometimes you're smearing it all around. So with the foundation or CC cream, what I like to do, and you can see here in the mirror, Dinah, I'm going to do a 3 like this.
Okay.
So I do a 3 because it just helps even out the foundation. And I go in a downward motion. If you have any carpeting on your face, that's what I have. I haven't carpeting, but any facial hair, you want that down. You don't want it sticking up.
Yeah.
And I will tell you a tip is, the longer the stroke of the foundation, the sheerer the coverage. If you do medium strokes, you get a bit more coverage. And if you need more full coverage, so you want to, really cover something, you just want to press the foundation in. Okay, so you like stippling it in the skin. So when you look straight over here, if you can see the difference from one side to the other, how this side of your face has just evened out a little bit versus some of the redness here that you had on the other side. And this is where I'm saying if you find maybe around the cheeks you need a bit more, you just kind of press it in and stipple it in that way. But you should never have a demarcation line. Your head should never float above your neck. It should blend right in. And the way I just blend it right here on the jawline is enough. If you have to take your foundation to here, it's the wrong shade. Okay? So this is where your foundation should always be checked here. And not on your hand or on your wrist or anywhere else unless you're wearing it there, which I doubt. Alrighty, we're back, and we did a lovely light makeover for Dinah. She likes everything a nice, light, simple look. So we did our CC cream, we did an apricot twist on the eyes and a cheek color, and your fancy Nancy lip gloss. And are you happy with the way everything feels on your skin?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, feels
really
good. Nice and lightweight, right?
Nice and light, yeah.
And your under eye corrector, we did that too, and then that was nice and simple because you have a crazy schedule sometimes. You are flying in and out at all hours of the morning and the night, so you need to have a quick, fast routine.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so tell me a little bit now what you do, Dinah.
Well, I am Birth Doula, which means I work with women during their pregnancy. I'm with them continuously during the birth process, beginning at home, and usually transferring at some stage to wherever the birth's going to take place, generally hospital, and staying with them until after the baby is born, getting breastfeeding started if that's what they choose to do, and supporting the whole family through this with information so they can make the choices they make, so they can give me my orders about how they want their birth. Well, I'm so glad I had a chance to meet you, Dinah, and I will, as I promise everyone, I always put your contact information below for everyone to be able to connect with you and ask you any questions or about your services in more detail. But I appreciate you coming over. I hope you had fun. Oh, I had a lot of fun, yes. It was really fun. So.